Hi travelers, this is going to be your Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising video for February 2025. If you want to purchase a reading from me, a private reading, you can visit me at, where is it? Right there at that address, HiddenLotusTarot.com. My website is up and working, and I'm taking personal readings. And I'm going to be offering astrology readings here in a little bit. So just bear with me. I have with me today the Radiant White deck. The La Vida Sibila for clarification if we need. And we'll wrap the reading up with the Golden Nostradamus card. Okay. I'm behind, so I need to go ahead and start the reading. I hope everyone is doing well. Okay, this would be a 9-card spread. I'm going to shuffle them a little more and put in, excuse me, put another rifle on the cards. These cards are so slick, but this is because it's a new deck. I usually use a deck for a few months and then I put it away and let it rest. That means that I have several of the same deck. Let's cut the cards. 9 cards down. Here we go. I think I want to lock my chair so I don't roll around everywhere. There we go. Okay. 9 cards down. Here we go. First card out is the Justice card. The 7 of Cups. The 4 of Wands. Next row. This next row. The 6 of Cups. The 5 of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. So this is my fire sign, so it can represent Leo. The High Priestess. The Tower card. And finally, the last card down is the King of Swords. What's over the whole reading? The energy of the whole reading? There's a card. The Strength card. Leo. The cards are read past, present, future. Past, present, future with the interplay of the cards. What do I have? I have 2 cups, a coin, 2 wands, a sword. I have 2 court cards and 3 major arcana. The cups represent simply your emotional quotient, how you feel about a situation. The coins either represent finances or the doing of something, third dimension. The wands represent your passion, your focus, your desire, your determination. The swords represent thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, ideas, and communication. The major arcana cards represent spiritual lessons. Let's start in the center with the Five of Pentacles, because everything else is going on around this card. The Five of Pentacles, it's a 5, so it speaks to ups and downs, delays, hassles, things that are going right. And the Five of Pentacles says that you either are feeling that you won't have enough money to take care of your basic needs, that you have lost maybe some position or some self-respect. It also represents maybe not handling your money wisely. But the 5 also counsels to keep going because you're about to achieve something that you never knew possible. We're going to move over to the top row, read left to right. We have the Justice card, and the Justice card is a card of karma, and it says that no matter how the situation has unfolded, that it's just and fair, even if you feel like you got the short end of the stick. It says you are to use all of your intellect to make the best decision for yourself going forward. It's ruled by Venus, so it also represents right relationships. So what you're supposed to do when the Justice card shows up is weigh up all the pros and cons. See the scales there? Weigh up all the pros and cons. I'm going to have to turn my light on because I really can't see. Maybe if I open the blinds all the way. So, you weigh up the pros and cons. Basically, you take two substances and weigh them up. See the scales there? And make a decision. It could represent a court case. The Seven of Cups is a 7. It represents a moment of pause and reflection. So the Seven of Cups says you have too many choices to choose from. You don't know what to choose. What's the right thing? You gotta make a decision here, but you have so many options you don't know what to choose from. In the card itself, you have self-actualization. You have temptation. You have property, riches, peace, and power. So the thing you don't know is what's under the veil in the 7th cup. And that's what you have to discover. The card also speaks to fantasies, illusions, delusions. A person is in relief, like he's having a nightmare, dreaming about all these things. And the 7 says, if you just pick the one thing that you know will solve your problem, everything else is going to fall away. So it doesn't represent confusion for in a state where you will not know what to choose. Maybe if you choose the thing that's most important, some of these will fall away. So it also says expect a surprise. The Four of Wands here, it's a 4, which represents stable foundations. So this is a card that says celebrate all that you do. Be proud and be happy about what you do. But I think this may be a property issue. The reason I say that is because of the Six of Cups. Going back to the Four of Wands, that's known as the checking up card. You live together with someone, but you're not married. It says that a relationship or a commitment may go to a deeper level. The Six of Cups is a card, it's a 6, so it speaks about balance of love and harmony. But it speaks about giving, sharing, kindness, nostalgia. Sometimes I've seen the card speak about wanting to redecorate your home. Or not remodel, but redecorate. But in the background of this card, there's a man walking away. So I don't know what that means. I think this is a property issue. That's what I think. So we skip over to the Queen of Wands. She can be any fire sign, but mostly she is a Leo or Leo type. She can also be Aries or Sagittarius. She is known as the entrepreneurial queen, meaning she owns a business or she does lots of things. She is kind, she's sexy, she's fun, she's dramatic, but she does a lot of things which she delegates to other people. And over here we have the High Priestess. Now she is a 2, and 2s always represent a choice, an option, a duality, being opposed within yourself about something. Will I or won't I? Someone actively opposing you. Will he or won't he? But I've also seen the High Priestess represent a female that you know nothing about. The card itself says, trust what your intuition is telling you. Go within, because that's where the answer can be found, particularly if you have to make a decision and don't know quite what to do. She is a keeper of secrets, the High Priestess. So she sees a lot, but she doesn't say a lot. And she will only tell you what she knows if she feels you're worthy. And right next to her is the Tower. The Tower card represents sudden unexplained events. Something that happens out of the blue. It's enough to knock you off your feet. You see the people falling down and the crown being knocked off the top. So that's like a sudden realization. It can be like an epiphany. So say you are driving your car one day and it keeps making a noise, but you ignore it. And then one day your car just stops. You don't expect it, but it told you that something was wrong. So this card can represent a sudden upset, whether it's business, whether it's a relationship, friendships, like suddenly losing your job, a sudden breakup. It's something unexpected. And then we have the King of Swords. And his stance on the card says he doesn't want to know what's happening. He's got the sword up and blocking the Tower card. The King of Swords is usually an Aquarian male, but he can be any air sign like Gemini or Libra. He is basically his job, a profession. As a profession, he usually is a soldier, can be a surgeon, an oral surgeon, a chef, a writer, a scientist, a researcher, an editor, anywhere where sharp tools or keen intellect is needed to get the job done. He is extremely logical. If things don't make sense to him, he won't listen. Now, I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but I feel that this is a property issue. I don't know if it's a property issue between you and this King of Swords. Like maybe he's a landlord or something. But he's also attached to the Six of Cups and the Four of Wands. So I'm not sure. And maybe it's you who have a decision to make about something that you're hiding. But either way, there's confusion, maybe a loss of respect and a loss of money, a sudden loss of money, or sudden loss of position. Here with the down here. So I'm gonna see what I can make out from the Queen of. I can't look at these cards because they are court cards, but I can look at everything else. I can look at the Seven of Cups, Four of Wands, Six of Cups, and the Five of Coins as they relate to the Justice, the High Priestess, and the Tower card. Maybe I can get more messages out of them. I do that every time. I switch my books, so I have a hard time remembering which ones they are. Let's see. We have the Seven of Cups. And look, I think that once you figure out what's missing, or what choice you have to make, things will return to normal for a time. But there's still this feeling right here that you cannot take care of yourself, or you have lost some kind of position, be it social or work or whatever. Nothing about the Seven of Cups with these three cards. So we go to the Four of Wands. Nothing about the Four of Wands being next to these three cards. We go back to the Six of Cups. Nothing about the Six of Cups being next to any of these cards. So we look at the last card, the Five of Coins. Nothing about the Five of Coins. So I will go to the Sibila cards, because I think because the Five of Coins is in the center, that is really the crux of the problem. something has changed. So that's what fives speak about, changes. So I don't know what has changed, because someone is feeling left out in the cold. Let's see what the five has to say. Donati, which is money, but it also, because it's in the suit of cups in this deck, it also relates to most people have fights or an argument over money. So it also represents secrets or things that you lock away that you consider precious. Amica, so this is a friend or something happening at a friend's house. Usually the person is neutral in a sense, and it says that she is usually somebody who helps you, but I don't know. And then Wheel of Fortune, Fortuna. Fortuna is a fortunate card, but it speaks about steering your destiny blindly. But she's not blindfolded. So, see, she is not blindfolded. So she knows where she's going in one sense. So I say that the loss of either money or the loss of a job or the loss of a social standing is helped by a friend. Very fortunate if you have this friend. So we will look at the Tower card. Because whatever it is, it happens unexpectedly. It happens just like I said, unexpectedly. I don't see any cards saying that there's going to be a breakup or a separation, even though I see the man walking away in the back of the Six of Coins. Remember? See the figure walking away there? So I don't know. Donna Maritata. Basically, she is someone who is caring and nurturing, may have kids, but not always. So there's a sudden, I think, disturbance with this person or person like her. The Amalato, the sick person. And this situation is about, this card is about either visiting places you don't want to go, like hospitals and jails, or that a situation has become very toxic, and so it's making you sick. Even the people around you are making you ill. Precious presents. Again, this is, I think it's the precious presents can be advice that someone gives you, which is invaluable, but it can also be about things that you own. Furniture, jewels, property. Last thing I can do is look at the High Priestess. And the card over here, the Strength card, tells you to face your fears, but you don't have to be mean about it. She just walked over to the lion and opened his mouth. It's an 8. And 8s are usually very positive in a reading. It's a karmic number. It can deal with particularly money. I keep having money show up. But it can also be about hassles and delays. So whatever the problem is, I think you should make a decision one way or the other. If this is a settlement, you should try to strike a bargain, perhaps, and get what you can. It may not be what you owed or what you think you owed, but it's better than nothing. That's the karma card coming out. Okay, let's look at the High Priestess. The old woman, and basically she talks about either doing things the same old way, or maybe she is like a family business, but it basically just says doing things the traditional way. The Thief. So this is somebody that you don't know, but it speaks about theft. Theft of money, of your home, property, your emotions. So I never like to see this card come out. See? He's creeping through the window, and right next to him, out of frame, is the denari money, the safe. So somebody around you is stealing. Usually when I see this card show up. And the Lechereza, which is a funny card because on one hand it represents sex, but on the other hand it talks about trusting somebody maybe that you shouldn't. And maybe you don't even know this person because it falls on this card. So it says carelessness, a miscalculation of the circumstances, the situation, and the people around you. Yeah? Let's go to Nostradamus. This row here implies that you have a relationship. Even this. But that justice is coming or due you. And I think whatever happens, it's going to happen unexpectedly. Like maybe you trust it. That's what the card says. You're trusting someone that you shouldn't. They're thieving from you. It doesn't have to be money. It could be love. It could be sex. It could be anything. And you're going to find out unexpectedly. It will make you ill. I don't know if you're going to recover the things that you lost, but okay. Seven, Cupid. No matter how strong the force of reason, it is worth naught when love is in season. Love is on its way with it passion or the transformation of negative passions into positive ones. Potential transformations of hopes into love that you could bring into your life. This is the future role. And so maybe after all this occurs, you'll meet someone who can not necessarily make it right, but transform the situation. Sometimes if he is a soldier or police officer, that's someone who can protect you. And maybe that he is even a counselor or a arbitrator. So that's what I have for you, Leo, for February 2025. And if you want to book a reading, you can find me at HiddenLotusTarot.com. Good luck.